I really hope this doesn't turn out to be absolutely terrible. How's it going, guys? Today I'm going to be unboxing the AirPods Pro. So before I get into the unboxing, I just want to let you guys know this video is very special, unique to me, because this is being shot completely on my iPhone 11. I haven't done a video completely shot on my iPhone in, I believe, 2 years now. That's what I started my channel with. I didn't have an extra audio recorder. I didn't have a, DSLR or a proper camera. I just used my iPhone. So today, since the iPhone 11s have so, they've jumped so far ahead with the camera game, I really wanted to see what it was like to make an entire video with the 11 Pro, audio included. So I'm not going to be touching up the audio in any way in this video unless it's absolutely garbage. If I do, I'll let you guys know, but this is going to be just right out of the camera of the iPhone 11, not the Pro, just the 11, in the ultra-wide lens. So since it is ultra-wide, I get all this in. If it wasn't ultra-wide, this is what you guys would see. That's it. That really wouldn't work with me, but since it's wide, I can actually make this video from my desk. So let's get started. These are the AirPods Pro. These are $250. They're priced right with the Powerbeats Pro, which are also $250. Now, the AirPods are they're definitely the wireless earphones to have. These are the most common. These are the ones you see everywhere. So it's been something that people have been wanting a upgrade for a while now. So upgrade, we got a small little refresh, but that really didn't have too much of a change from the first launch edition. So now this is a actual changed up AirPods. It has noise cancellation, which is amazing, like active noise cancellation, not just passive. They've changed the design, so I'm hoping that this time around it actually stays in my ear. And they've also changed up the design of the case a little bit. So these changes do come at a price. Of course, you're going to be paying a little bit more, especially since it has the active noise cancellation. But I think that if the quality is right, these should be worth it. So let's unbox these. Very similar experience to the regular AirPods. Nothing too special. Box is very similar. You just get the AirPods, on the top here. Both are, as someone discovered on Twitter, they're both right earphones, which bugs someone, but I really don't care about that. Designed by Apple in California, of course. Do we get stickers in this? No stickers. It's AirPods Pro. Let me take a quick gander at this setup. So iOS, turn on Bluetooth. So just really basic how to set up. Guide, and then this is going to be for how you use it. So that is a big change now. The way you use these are different compared to the first gen AirPods. So let's look at the box. AirPods in here. Okay, so the case, it honestly, as someone, as I noticed even before anyone said it, but when I first saw these, I'm like, hey, they just kind of turned the AirPods case around, because the older one, it was kind of oriented this way, and it still feels pretty similar in size. Now they just kind of moved it around. I don't mind the case at all. It's way smaller than my Powerbeats case, which is ridiculous, and it's still, I'd say, pretty similar to the Galaxy Buds. So let's open this up, and actually, let me look in the box. I bet there's just the cable. Oh no, the tips as well. I see it right now. You guys see that little icon in there. Let me pull this out. So the tips are right here. Let me open these up. How do you even open them? I just lift them up. Oh, okay. So it just flaps up, out. You've got small, and you've got the large. So let me just zoom in there a little bit so you guys can see a little bit clearer. Looks really nice. Of course, the obvious Apple attention to detail. And the last real big change is that they come with a USB-C to Lightning now, instead of just a USB-A to Lightning. Again, I'm not sure if that change is really going to do much, but hey, whatever. So let me open these up, and I'm going to definitely set them up, show you the setup, new setup process, and also try that ear fit tip test. Wow, that's a lot to say. Just to see what they're like. All right, so got this out. Already getting a little bit dirty. So these are going to be extremely difficult to care for. I've seen how these age, and they age horribly. All right, let me grab my iPhone. Let's go. All right, open it up, and let's open these up next to them. And boom. All right, let me hit connect. So if you guys can see over here in the background, my iPad is actually not on iOS 13.2. So it's actually saying some features of this audio accessory require a newer version of iOS. So it's asking me to update that. So that's what will happen if you guys are not on 13.2. So here's some of the other changes that the setup will say. Control center. All right, what else is there? So you can change some settings. Announce messages. So sure. Yeah, I'll have it announce messages. So there we go. It's got 81% charge, 77%, 76% battery. Let me open up the settings app and let's see what else we have for the settings. So let's go in there. AirPods. There they are, AirPods Pro, right at the top. So in the settings, you've got the noise cancellation option. So noise cancellation or transparency mode. Press and hold. You get noise cancellation, transparency, or off, or you can have Siri. So I guess what I'll do here is, instead of having both of them be noise control, I'll make the left one, which I probably won't use as much, Siri. So that way I can have Siri as well without having to say the magic words that'll trigger everyone's Siris. So let's try out this ear fit tip test. Before I do, let's just pull them out and see what they're like. So definitely smaller. No longer do they have a hole at the bottom. So the older ones had a little bit of a hole there at the bottom. These are closed off now. They feel a little bit lighter. They're definitely smaller. Got the little black band. The case is, they're oriented differently now. So before, the stems would go in the middle, but now they go towards the edge. So that's a little bit of a change. Still got that LED indicator and the wireless charging capability as well. So let's... I'm going to try these on and hit the ear fit tip test. And I'm going to put them in and let you guys know what it feels like. So right off the bat, they feel so much more comfortable than the AirPods. All right, they're in. So I have no noise cancellation or transparency on now. There's still a decent amount of, just passive noise cancellation because it is now a ear tip kind of situation. So let me... It says, test the fit of your ear tips for the best acoustic performance. AirPod ear tips should create a complete seal when placed in your ears. All right, so let's hit continue. Let's hit play. So there's a little bit of music. What I'm feeling is, though, that it's kind of loose in my ears. So what I want to do is I'm going to try out one of these other tips to see what they feel like. So let me open this up. So I'm going to try the larger seals because these feel a little bit smaller, and hopefully I can show you guys what the process of putting them in is like. So what they look like, very similar to most tips that come on these nowadays. So pulling these off, they are on there really good. Oh my god, it feels like I'm breaking them. That is no good. All right, let's put them in. All right, so getting these tips on is always a little bit of a challenge. Come on. Nope. Oh, there we go. All right. Easier compared to other stuff, but definitely takes a little bit of force there. All right. I'm gonna go in. Come on. Let's go in, buddy. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, nope. So I guess I'm just gonna, okay, there we go. It's on. All right, so I'm gonna try the seal tip again. Now these are the larger ones comparatively. So let's see what that one looks like. I'm gonna hit the play test. Okay, both AirPods in ears. So I have them in, and these definitely feel a little bit better for my ears compared to the other ones. But I think that you guys should definitely try out all the tips available just to see what they are like. Now, since these are good, I'm going to try on noise cancellation and see what it's like. So right now I'm talking, I can hear myself. Let's see what it's like when I turn it on. All right, it's on, but I can, honestly, doesn't feel any different. Let me remove one. Feels the same. Yeah, really not noticing too much of a difference here. Let me play some music. Hopefully that gives me a better idea. So let's see what... Hello. Oh, wow. Transparency mode is very different from off. So let's hit noise cancellation. Noise cancellation, I don't notice a difference from off to noise cancellation. As big of a difference right now than I am from transparency to off. Transparency, it just makes my voice so much clearer, even though it's like my own voice. It sounds even better than when I don't have them on. Wow. All right. Off. All right. So let me go play a little bit of music, mess around with these, and then I'm going to come back to you guys and tell them what they feel like. All right. So I just spent the last 20 or so minutes listening to listening not only to music, but trying to figure out if I could, game the system with that transparency mode and noise control and try to figure out how well they work. And let me tell you, the best way to experience it is have someone talk to you while you're in noise canceling mode and then switch over to off and then switch over to transparency mode. That will show you the biggest difference, because when it's on, you will barely hear anything they say. When it's off, you'll sort of start to hear what they're saying, but it'll still be kind of muffled. You'll want them to speak louder so you can hear them clearly. And then when you go to transparency, it's like you don't even have AirPods on. That's the best way I can put them. When you have transparency mode on, the audio from your surroundings come through so well. Now, this is up until you get to about 60-65% volume. After that, you don't hear as much. I don't know if that's by design, that the AirPods don't let in a noise after that, because it knows you want to listen to music or what's up. But if it's below that point, you can very clearly hear the environment around you, which is actually really awesome. So I'm loving the transparency and active noise cancellation mode. It's definitely not as strong as something like the Bose or the Sony's, the full-on headphones, that they have. Those are just a different league in their own. But these, for just being tiny little earbuds, are incredible. So I just wanted to show you guys another tiny little detail here. So no longer do we have touchpad. We have it's kind of like a button, a force touch situation, and you guys can see there's a little ridge right here. So what you're supposed to do is click like this when it's in your ear. A press is going to be play pause. So you guys can see if I cover it up right here on my phone and hit play pause like this, it's going to play, it's going to pause, it's going to play, it's going to pause. And then if let me do similarly, let's go into that menu so you guys can see. While it's there, if I hold long press, it's going to go into transparency mode. Pretty awesome. So that's the thing with these little touch pads. You no longer have the touch thing. You have to press, and when you press, you get a little bit of, I think it's voice feedback, sound feedback. It sounds like a little click, almost like something's breaking inside, like a little the first time it happened, I'm like, oh my god, did I break the plastic? It kind of sounded like that, but no, it's just the way that they sound. I went back to the medium tips. Those ended up suiting me the best. These are way more comfortable now. Definitely will not have ear pain after like 20-30 minutes of use for me. This is going to be really good. However, for my ear, these are still not going to stay in as well as something like the Galaxy Buds do, or even the AirPods Pro or the King with this. But these are definitely not going to be gym wear for me. They won't stay in with movement. These are going to be more like the everyday pair when you're just walking around or other stuff. This is definitely not going to work out at the gym for me, at least. I'm sure that with people with different kinds of ears, that's going to be a different story, but that's just my particular case. But finally, I have a pair of AirPods I can actually wear, because I really like them, but they've always been so annoying because you just, they wouldn't stay in my ears, but finally they do. The higher price tag does come with more features, which, I think is justifiable. This time around, while, like I said, with, unlike the AirPods Pro, where I said that at $250 it's not worth it, I think at $250 these are worth it, just because of the active noise cancellation and the design change that makes it a little bit more comfortable for long-term usage. So that's it for the AirPods, guys. Let me know how you like them if you have them already, and also comment on the video and audio quality. This was entirely shot on iPhone. The audio is right from the iPhone. I have not done anything to it. This is just the way it is. So I'm very excited to see what the performance of this is like. I haven't used it in forever, and with these huge camera improvements, it should be really cool to see what it's like compared to my DSLR. So that wraps it up, guys. If you haven't already, I do recommend subscribing to the channel and following me on social media. I'll have all the links to social media right there, and subscribe, obviously, right down there. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll catch you in the next one.